Hello, welcome to the daily English news program on Azərbaycan Television with the most important events of the day. I am your host, İlham Məmmədov. President İlham Əliyev signed an executive order on the continuation of construction of the connection of the Horadiz-Cəbrayıl-Zəngilan-Ağbənd highway with the Islamic Republic of Iran and a bridge over Araz River. According to the executive order, Azərbaycan Avtomobil Yolları State Agency is allocated 14 million manats for that purpose. 3 years ago on this day, our army continued to write the history during the Patriotic War. On that day, another 9 villages of Cəbrayıl, Zəngilan and Qubadlı districts were liberated from the occupation. What else did we experience on the 34th day of the war?
Yukarı kaçırlar, yukarı! Sola, yukarı kaçırlar, sola!
30th October 2020, the 34th day of the war. The battles continued in the direction of Ağdərə, Xocavənd and Qubadlı districts throughout the night. On that day, our army destroyed Su-25 fighter jet, 3 T-72 tanks, 1 infantry transport vehicle, 2 units of Smerch rocket launcher system and 1 BM-21 rocket launcher system, 10 different cannons, 2 units of Gwozdika self-propelled howitzer system, 1 OSA anti-aircraft missile system and 1 P-18 radio location system were destroyed. A great number of enemy personnel were killed.
Armenia and Azerbaijan.
Открытая рана Карабаха опять кровоточится.
Armenia and Azerbaijan.
Бои в зоне конфликта не утихают.
Azerbaijan and Armenia.
The enemy, who did not put up with the defeat on the battlefield, once again started to target peaceful civilians. The goal was to break the resolve of the people and drop the morale of the army, but quite the opposite happened. Our army gave a worthy response to every disgraceful act of the enemy on the battlefield.
Düşmən bölmələri Azərbaycan ordusunun bölmələri tərəfindən darmadağın edilir.
On that day, on October 30th, the Supreme Commander-in-Chief, President İlham Əliyev, once again gave the joyous news on his Twitter account. He announced to the entire nation that Xudaverdili, Qurbantepe, Şahvelətli, Xubyarlı villages of Cəbrayıl district, Aladin and Vejnali villages of Zəngilan district, and Kavdadik, Məmər and Molalı villages of Qubadlı district were liberated from occupation. Our victorious army was liberating inch by inch our land under the occupation. 10 days were separating us from the great victory.
Another 81 mines were found in the liberated territories of Azerbaijan. According to ANAMAR, during the demining operations conducted in the liberated territories from October 23rd to 29th, 25 anti-personnel mines, 56 anti-tank mines, and 2,427 unexploded ordnance were found and neutralized. As a result, 616.3 hectares of land were cleared of mines and unexploded ordnance. In the course of demining activities conducted by Azerbaijan National Mine Action Agency in the territory of Xankəndi City, a base of international non-governmental organization Hello Trust was discovered. A large amount of demining equipment and detectors that had been deliberately made unusable were found at the base, ANAMA said. The equipment could have been used in humanitarian demining operations and served to eliminate the mine threat. However, the logistics had been deliberately destroyed. The Hello Trust, a British humanitarian organization, has been engaged in demining in the occupied territories of Azerbaijan since 2000. Arbitration is one of the methods of out-of-court or alternative dispute resolution. Until now, the country did not have a separate law on arbitration, and the adoption of the corresponding legal document is expected in the near future. For this purpose, a new bill on arbitration was submitted for discussion in the first reading in the Milli Meclis Committee on Legal Policy and State Building.
Arbitration is an institution that investigates and resolves disputes between citizens. In this regard, it is planned to create a new institute in the country. To this end, discussions on the legislative framework began. The document regulates social relations arising in connection with the implementation of arbitration proceedings and also determines the requirements for the arbitration agreement, the organization of arbitration courts and permanent arbitration institutions, the conduct of arbitration proceedings, the recognition of arbitration awards, and the procedure for their execution. During the period of ongoing economic reforms, the adoption of the law on arbitration is considered a very significant step, since this law is also important from the point of view of protecting the rights of entrepreneurs. According to the draft, arbitrator services will be provided provided by both persons with a legal education and other qualified specialists. Arbitration is considered one of the methods of out-of-court or alternative dispute resolution. After the adoption of the law under discussion, it is planned to introduce amendments to a number of civil procedure codes adopted to date. The draft law on arbitration, consisting of 8 chapters and 59 articles, was recommended for consideration at the plenary meeting of the Milli Məclis after discussions.
You can get in touch with us by contacting AzTV Haber's hotline number 051-511-1956, through which you can report events you come across of, as well as share your suggestions and remarks. You can also contact us via our WhatsApp and Telegram accounts. That was all for the day. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.